Hey, Chuck here, Corner Store Car Collector, back with another video. In today's video, I will be opening up 9 packs of my 1980 Topps football that I got in a box, the unopened box I'll show here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and open up 9 packs, so I'll do 4 different videos to total the 36 packs that are in the box. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let me turn the camera around and let's see what we get. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with this box of 1980 Topps football. Before we do so, though, I do have another one of these one of one. I guess there's a one of one card in there. 2024 Leaf Metal. This is a football proof. I received 2 packs of these when I bought the 1978 Topps 3 rack pack and the 1980 Topps football. They did give me 2 free of these packs. So let's go and see what we got on this second one here. The first one, I looked it up on eBay. It was a card that was worth about $8. So we'll see what this one, who we get in this one. Pretty neat looking card though. Alright, so the second one is, let's see who we got. Never heard of this guy before. Was that Joe Lewis? Can't make out his last name. Anyways, a pretty neat card. Nothing on the back. They're little metal cards, so they're pretty cool. I'll put this one with the other one, but more importantly, I want to open up this 1980 Topps football. So let's go ahead and get this box open. And this box was certified by Baseball Card Exchange. So hopefully this box has not been tampered with. I did tell you when I showed it for the first time, right around Christmas, that this edge right here on this side is a little crushed down. So I'm a little concerned about how the cards are going to look. But the 1978 Topps yesterday that I opened up came out pretty nice. As a matter of fact, I got 22 of the 45 cards out of those 3 packs. I'm going to send them to PSA to get graded. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Let's see how they look so far. Not too bad. So I'm going to open up this upper right side first. So I'll do 9 packs from here. And then I'll make 3 subsequent videos with the other 3 stacks of 9. Alright, so that's all of them out. Yep. Okay, so let me move the box out of the way. And for those of you who were ripping this in 1980, as you can see at the top of the box, packs were going for 25 cents a pack. I think on eBay they're going for about $40 a pack right now. I might be off. I can check after we get done. But I want to say they were going for like $35 to $40 a pack. Alright, so let's make sure we got 9 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, let's start. Put them out of the way. Alright, pack number 1. And just like the 1978 Topps football, I opened up a lot of this 1980 stuff. Alright, so let's see who we got here. I got the gum stuck on the back. See if it'll come off. It came off pretty easy. Left a little residue stain on there. Alright, let's see who we get. David Whitehurst. Brian Peets. Cards look centered pretty good. Well, maybe not that one. But the first one looks centered alright. Paul Kaufman. John Keyworth. Dewey Selleman. There's Gene Upshaw. I think he was the president of the Players Union. He might still be, I'm not sure. Let's turn these over. Gary Weaver. And obviously I'm looking for any kind of star, Hall of Famer, any nice well-centered rookie. David Logan, Greg Latta, the Browns checklist, Don Strock. I was just looking at this card online. It's way off center, top and bottom. But in a 9, it was going for about 40 bucks, and it's not going to get a 9. And then we have the quarterback sack leaders card. Jesse Baker, Al Baker, and Jack Youngblood on it. Alright, so that's pack number 1. Moving on to pack number 2. So when I bought this box, I got it for 50% off. I still think maybe it was because of the crushed corner. They are going for about $1,400 online. And I paid, I think paid $5.99. And I got a first-time buyer's discount, so I took about 30 bucks off. So I paid about $5.75 for the box. Willie Buchanan, Robert Brazil. I pulled him in yesterday's pack. That card looks pretty centered. And I'll go over these cards much more closely once I get done with the video. Dennis Swilly, Louis Kelcher, Frank Lemaster. Yeah, I was 12 years old when this set came out in 1980. Spent a lot of my paper route money on cards. Gene Stenerud. In my set that I have for my 1980 set, probably like most of you, I didn't really take care of my cards very well when I was a kid. As a matter of fact, my mom probably threw most of them away until I started to take care of them. I used to leave them laying around the house and, doing whatever with them. And my mom would find them laying around, so she would throw them away. But over the years, as I became an adult, the majority of my cards from the early to mid-70s up through the mid-80s, most of those cards have been replaced. I do have about 25, maybe 30% of my original cards, but for the most part, doing things like this, buying packs here and there, or buying unopened boxes, whatever, I always try to upgrade my sets to get the most well-centered cards and, just the best card that I can find for whatever issue it was. Here's a nice Jack Ham. Looks like it might be off-center. Definitely left and right, top and bottom too. Curtis Brown, Buffalo Bill. Matt Cavanaugh. If you want to leave a comment in my comment box after you get done viewing the video, I'd like to know how many of you actually collected this 1980 Topps football. Lester Hayes, that's his rookie card right there. Looks like there's a stain in the upper right-hand corner, off-center, top and bottom, left and right, so that probably won't be something I would send in, but I'll keep him aside just to kind of recap. Mike Renfro, Don Warren, Packers team card. It's a nice Jack Youngblood card, way off center, miscut top to bottom. Nice little AFC Championship card here. Might take a better look at that one. All right, pack number 4. So far, nothing really big stands out. Minus that Lester Hayes rookie. I do have that one already in a PSA 8, so it'd be nice to upgrade it, but I'm not sure it's going to happen this time around. All right, Van der Herden from the Dolphins. And, you can see the 1980 set, still no logos on the helmet. Joe Washington. Most players still look pretty rugged with the, killer mustaches of the 70s and 80s. Case in point, Chuck Ramsey. Jimmy Cephalo. that name rings a bell. Miami was really good in the late 80s or late 70s, early 80s, and the Bills were not so good, and we used to get our butts kicked every week, or not every week, but every time we played Miami. And Jimmy Cephalo's name is a very familiar name that I know. Randy Logan. There's a Walter Payton. Let's see what he came out at. Yeah, it's miscut. Left and right's not too bad, but it's miscut top and bottom. Ken Johnson. Actually, let me pull him down here. I also have the 1980 Walter Payton in a PSA 9, so that's obviously not going to get any better. Uno von Schaman. I remember that guy. Another Dolphin. There's a Otis Anderson rookie. Obviously, nothing I can do with that. That's miscut top to bottom. Left and right, it's off. So, man, I'm hitting all the good ones, but the centering is horrible on them. Falcons checklist. And Don Smith. Should probably stop while I'm ahead. I already pulled all the majority of the good cards out. Alright, let's see who else we got here. I guess in my first stack I picked a pretty good stack. This one's got a piece of broken gum. Alrighty. Johnny Evans. Joe Delaney, or Delano. Lyle Alzado. Yeah, he's got a pretty sad story. Especially as he came closer to the end of his death, or till he died. Really big steroid user, and it basically killed him. It's a sad story. Alan Page in a Bears uniform. Centering's not too good. Actually, we'll put him here along with Lyle Alzado. Theo Bell. Broncos team card. Matt Barr. I believe this might be his rookie too. Yep. Back is off center. And that's, you know, a staple of the 70s. Really up until, you know, they started to use all this new technology on producing cards where centering was not an issue. But all the way through the 80s, the majority of the cards were miscut, off-centered, a lot of fisheye, different spots on the cards. Larry Little, another Hall of Famer. Pat Donovan. Joe Levender. And then the Giants team card. But yeah, so it's understandable why some of these rookie cards and Hall of Famers cards are astronomical as you start hitting the 9 and 10 range. There's a Joe Theismann. Astronomical prices because of the centering is really hard to find these vintage football cards, or any sport for that matter, with good centering on them, good clarity of the picture, no staining, no fisheyes. So this Joe Theismann's got a bunch of wax on the front of it. The centering isn't too bad. It's definitely off left to right, and probably top to bottom, so nice card though. Randy Garnisher. Charlie Young. George Stark. Ken Stone. Isn't that just, look at that helmet. It makes it almost kind of seem like it's an amateur football league where, you know, it looked like helmets you would wear in like the space shuttle or something back in the 60s. But anyways, they're just very amusing cars when you look at them in that aspect. William Andrews. Bob Jackson. Haven Moses. I think he played for the Bills. Yeah, he started his career with Buffalo. I was just looking at his card online too. That centering looked pretty good. Maybe top to bottom might be off, but you get him in a high grade. He's got a good value. Dave Pear. Benny Barnes. It's a nice Ray Guy card. Centering is way off. Almost a miscut top to bottom. And then Harold Carmichael, a little record breaker card. All right, let's move these guys out of the way. Down to 3 packs for this first stack. Pack number 6 right here, or number 7. No, 6. Yeah, number 7. All right, we got the gum stuck to the back. Get rid of that. Leroy Solomon. Jim Clake. Marvin Cobb. Larry Brown. Preston Pearson. Ahmad Rashad, another player started with the Bills. It looks like he was with the Cardinals. I think his rookie card is with the Bills, though, in 74. But look how miscut the back is on that card. Almost no border on the top. Front side probably just as bad. You know, another thing I did discover when I was opening up my 1978 packs yesterday is there's a lot of indents on the surface of the cards just from being moved around, or whatever the journey that those cards have gone through. There were a lot of cards that had indents on them. I'm seeing some of them on these cards too, so it's alarming to understand how 3-4 packs deep how they get indents on them. Tommy Kramer's rookie card, off center. Cleo Miller. Wilbert Montgomery. Doug English. Gary Shark. And the final card in this pack is a Jim Zorn card. Centering's off. All right, pack number 8. There's still a few more Hall of Famers out there. I hope I get doubles or, repeat cards from the ones I've already pulled. Kind of hard to do in these, sets that are 528 cards. I'm not sure how the sheets were cut back in these days. But I know for the 396 cards to the sets, I think you would get almost 2 per box. Not necessarily all of the star players or rookies you got 2, but most of the common guys and that you were able to pull 2, sometimes 3. I don't know the sequences for those 528 card issues, but this card looks pretty centered. That one looks nice. Might get a better look at that. Actually, he's got a lot of staining on the front from the wax, if you can see it. I know there's a way to get that wax off the cards. I've seen some videos, but if there's anybody out there who has a really good technique on how to remove the wax from the front cards, the waxy side of the card, I'm very interested in knowing, because some of my cards I got yesterday and some cards that I'm pulling today are centered very well, but they got the wax stain on them, and I'm not sure how to get that wax off. So if you do know, I'd love to hear from you. Just leave a comment in the drop box and let me know what your technique is. Mike Phillips. Jim Hart. Butch Johnson. See, it's kind of hard to imagine, seeing a Cowboys helmet without the star on it. But that's what we lived with in the 70s. I think 1981 was the last year before they were authorized to put the logos on the helmet. Greg Pruitt. Yeah, I think it was 81, I'm sorry. Sam Hunt. Gary Green. Keith Simpson. Well, at least my concern for the cards being crushed on the right side of the cards are alright, because none of the cards seem to be damaged. So I lucked out on that. And I thought for $5.99 or $5.75 or whatever I paid was a good deal for these 1980 Topps football unopened box. Looks like a Ted Hendricks. Yep. Alright, last pack. Yeah, you can see right here, there's a indent in the card right there. Just weird. That was on the bottom of this thing. I'm not sure how it got an indent on it. Mark Denard. Bob Thomas. There's a Sam Adams. I think that's the second one I got of him, so there are some repeats starting to show up. Centering still off on it. Archie Griffin. Roland Lawrence. Clark Gaines. Bruce Harper. Ray Wersching, kicker for the 49ers. Claude Humphrey. There's Clay Matthews. I don't know if that's his rookie or second year. And then Mike Renfelt. And it's his second year card, I believe so. Could be his rookie. I'll double check here, but the centering on the back is horrible. But I believe that might be his rookie card, Clay Matthews. Leave him aside. And then the last card, nothing to really talk about. All right, so I did pull a pretty decent amount of stars, Hall of Famers, and rookies. Clay Matthews. Tommy Kramer. Ahmad Rashad. Ray Guy. Haven Moses, Joe Theismann, Larry Little, Lyle Alzado, Alan Page, Otis Anderson rookie card, Walter Payton card, and Lester Hayes' rookie card. And there may be other ones in the 9 packs that I didn't pull out. Like I said, as soon as I get done with the video, I'm going to go through them really closely to check which ones are really well centered. Even the commons, I mean, if you can get them in 10s, you can pull 70, 80, 90, maybe even $100. And 10 sell pretty good for vintage cards. So, all right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. That was the first of 4 videos that I'm going to make. I'll do 9 packs per video. And if you liked what I opened, if you're a collector of the 1980 Topps football, or you collect football in general, or you just want to drop a comment, just go ahead and drop a comment in the box and I'll answer them as they come in. All right, we'll see you on the next video. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.